high-level overview of what AI agents are, what you can do with AI agents, how you can use them locally on your machines, and then also, of course, give you code examples, samples that you can try out once you go back, right? Because, of course, this is going to happen today. Please be prepared for it. There is a lot I'm going to share. There are so many eminent speakers today that are going to overload all you with so much information today. So make sure you are prepared for it. If you are not prepared for it, have some good food and keep your phones open so that you can make notes, right? Because we all forget. Make sure you make notes of everything that is interesting to you, right? Some of you may feel this way, where it may feel like none of this is new. For all of those people who feel that way already, I don't have anything to say to you. You are amazing. You build it. I don't have a plug for that, but if you are new, if you are exploring, if you are somebody who wants to try new things, this session will help you. Okay, how many of you have run your own inference locally? When I say inference, how many of you have downloaded a model locally on your machine and ran it using Llama or any? Oh, nice.
Llama.
Yeah, Llama. Okay, amazing. Thank you so much. And how many of you have built an AI agent? Not bad. Thank you so much. I think these are the people who are going to feel like none of this is new to me. What are you talking about, right? But trust me, I'm going to help you understand what all of this jargon is in very simple terms. I'm going to take the liberty of drilling down all the information into very simple plain English. What is an AI agent? How many of you know what an AI agent is? The disclaimer I'm going to give you today is AI agent is not a workflow automation. Today, I know all of you have seen a lot of these YouTube videos with the NADM or LangChain and all of them showing you how to put your ChatGPT API key and launch an automation and call it an AI agent. It is not an AI agent. Let me break that to you before I get into what an AI agent is. AI agents are essentially autonomous software that can run things for you fully autonomously. They are not coming back to you and saying, "Oh, Harish, I found this great offer at a hotel. Do you want me to book it?" That's not what an AI agent does. That's an automation, which is a typical workflow, right? Thanks to people like Salesforce who have changed their app marketplace into agent marketplace, right? They are not agents. They are simple automations of workflows. But an AI agent will actually do all of this for you and give you the QR code at the end that you can just go and show at the hotel. Similarly, what are AI agents in Web3? In Web3, these agents can perform on-chain transactions for you, can manage your DAOs, can manage content fully autonomously, right? Content moderation. For the lack of better examples today in the industry, I'm going to tap into DeFi as the standard example because everybody is building DeFi agents where you've given some crypto to the agent and it will go trade on your behalf, right? One basic example is, let's say Bitcoin falls under a certain amount, then the AI agent can go buy it for you, right? Similarly, it can do multiple on-chain transactions fully autonomously, right? It is not coming and asking you, saying, "Hey, you want to purchase now," right? There's no human in between. Of course, human is needed. I'm not saying humans are not needed, but that's what an AI agent does today, right? This is already happening. If you don't know it, this is the right time. You are at the right presentation. You are looking at the right slides. This is your time to start, right? Because it's not hard. Absolutely not hard. All of this technology or the terminology that you will hear later today is all simple English only, right? None of this is complex. I'll tell you why also, right? What is Gaia? Gaia is an open source framework that lets you and me or enterprises, anybody, to be able to launch their own AI agents fully locally. When I say locally, on my laptop, on a Raspberry Pi, on a mobile phone, or on a GCP instance or an AWS instance, wherever, right? But you control which LLM goes into it. What you get with, of course, the image is a little awkward and weird, but I'll give you the slides at the end where you can slowly take a look at all this and consume it. But what you get is a customizable LLM that you can download. All open source LLMs are supported by Gaia. You can download the LLM, you can tell the LLM what knowledge base, right? One classic example we have is some professors at Berkeley are using Gaia to teach their students their methodologies, their years of research, fully locally inside their university, right? That's one example. So if you don't understand what a knowledge base is nothing but, let's say I have all my tweets on Twitter, that's my knowledge base as a user. Similarly, professors have their own research, right? Companies have their own data, Enterprises have their own customer data. All of this is a knowledge base. You can provide that to your Gaia node, and then this will start responding based on that knowledge base. Today, what we all see and have used are black boxes, right? You don't know how the AI is responding. But with open source frameworks like Gaia, there are a bunch of them. You can try all of them, right? You get full control of how it is responding. You can fine tune it with prompts. You can fine tune it with the vector embeddings that you create with it, and a bunch of other components that come with the node, right? What can you build with Gaia or any open source decentralized AI framework is, of course, marketplaces where AI agents can talk to each other and do things for you. Then you can also build digital twins. Digital twins, one of the common examples that I use on a daily basis is an agent that is trained on my code base. So it can write documentation for me, it can write how I would write functions, right? It is all trained on my GitHub repo, and then it can now start writing for me. That's one example. Then there are digital twins, of course, what I said about Gaia, and we'll move on to the next part. Otherwise, you can also get the slides link at the end. All right, why? Right? Why does all of this matter? First reason is trustless automation. Right? What does this really mean? Like I said, agents can perform a lot of these complex tasks for you without you having to understand building. You are not going to learn anything if you are watching videos on how to launch an AI agent. Right? Best way to learn, like the panelist said before me, was try it out. Right? There's no harm in trying out. What can you lose? Nothing, except for your GPU if you are running a 70 billion parameter model on an 8 GB RAM, right? That's not my problem, right? You have to figure out that first. But there's no loss, right? You can try it out first and then see if it makes sense to you. Otherwise, you can continue using some of these black boxes, no problem, right? There's no problem at all. They're really good at also responding, right? So what is the first problem? ZK snarks, yeah.